a journey through time.
Imagine a time when the world was young and civilizations were just beginning to form. This is where our journey begins, in the fertile plains of the Yellow River, where the story of China starts. The dawn of Chinese civilization is traced back to the Shang Dynasty, the first to rule over the land we now know as China. From around 2170 to 1600 BC, the Shang Dynasty planted the seeds of a civilization that would grow and flourish for millennia. Their reign, though ancient and shrouded in the mists of time, set the stage for the dynastic tradition that would define Chinese history. Following the Shang was the Shang Dynasty, ruling from around 1600 to 1046 BC. This was a time of remarkable progress and innovation. The Bronze Age was in full swing and the Shang Dynasty was at its forefront. Their advanced bronze works were not only functional tools and weapons, but also intricate works of art, reflecting the sophistication and creativity of the society that produced them. The Shang Dynasty was also known for its early writing system, oracle bone script, which was used for divination and is considered the earliest known form of Chinese writing. This system of writing not only allowed them to communicate and record their history, but also served as a tool for exploring the mysteries of the universe. As we delve into the annals of Chinese history, we find a civilization that was innovative, resilient, and deeply connected to its cultural roots. From the banks of the Yellow River, these early dynasties built the foundations of a society that would withstand the test of time and become a powerhouse of culture, innovation, and influence. These early dynasties laid the foundation for what would become one of the world's most enduring civilizations. As we journey forward into the age of warring states, we'll see how these foundations were tested and strengthened, shaping the China we know today. As dynasties rose and fell, China entered a tumultuous period known as the Warring States period. From 475 to 221 BC, China was a patchwork of rival kingdoms, each vying for dominance over its neighbors. It was a time of constant warfare, political intrigue, and shifting alliances. But amidst the turmoil and bloodshed, something remarkable happened. In the crucible of conflict, the Chinese people began to question the nature of power, morality, and the best way to govern. From these questions, a flowering of thought and philosophy took shape that would forever shape the course of Chinese history. Confucianism, with its emphasis on familial duty, moral rectitude, and respect for authority, offered a blueprint for a harmonious society. It proposed that a just ruler, acting as a benevolent father, could bring peace and prosperity to his people. On the other hand, Taoism, with its focus on simplicity, spontaneity, and harmony with nature, offered an alternative way of life. It suggested that by following the natural flow of things, the Tao, one could achieve tranquility and peace, even in times of chaos. These philosophies and others that emerged during this time were not just abstract ideas, they were practical guides for living, tools for navigating the turbulent waters of the Warring States period. And while they often clashed, they also complemented each other, creating a rich tapestry of thought that continues to inform Chinese culture to this day. But philosophy alone could not end the warfare. As the Warring States period dragged on, the people yearned for unity and stability, and in the midst of chaos, a new power emerged, promising to unite the Warring States under one banner. This power was the state of Qin, and its rise marked the beginning of a new chapter in Chinese history. Enter Qin Shi Huang, a man whose ambition and vision would forever change the course of Chinese history. Born from the tumultuous era of the Warring States, Qin Shi Huang emerged as a leader with a vision to unify the fragmented kingdoms into a single, cohesive empire. His reign, while not long, was decisive and transformative. He was a man of action and a man of vision. His reign began in the year 246 before the Common Era and lasted until 210 before the Common Era. Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of China, unified the country through a series of military conquests. He brought the warring states under one rule, creating a centralized government that would last for centuries. He standardized the Chinese script, weights, measures, and even the width of cart tracks. This sense of uniformity fostered unity, stability, and increased trade across the vast empire. But his ambition didn't stop there. Qin Shi Huang embarked on monumental projects that would etch his name into the annals of history. The Great Wall of China, a colossal fortress stretching thousands of miles, was built under his reign. This awe-inspiring structure symbolized the might of the new empire and served as a deterrent to the northern nomadic tribes. In addition to the Great Wall, Qin Shi Huang commissioned the Terracotta Army, an army of life-size clay soldiers built to accompany him in the afterlife. This grand mausoleum, discovered in the late 20th century, provides a fascinating glimpse into the grandiosity of the first emperor's rule. His reign was not without controversy. His autocratic rule, harsh laws, and massive labor projects led to public discontent. Yet, his influence was undeniable. Despite the controversies, his reign left an indelible mark on China, setting the foundation for the imperial system that would last for over 2,000 years. The reign of Qin Shi Huang marked the beginning of Imperial China, a period that would last for over 2 millennia. His legacy, like the Great Wall, stands as a testament to a man whose ambition shaped a nation and forever changed the course of Chinese history. We've journeyed through the dawn of civilization to the birth of Imperial China. If you're enjoying this journey through time, kindly like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get future notifications. Your engagement fuels our passion to delve into the rich tapestry of history and bring it alive for you. Each like, each subscription, each bell ring propels us further into the past, unearthing forgotten eras and breathing life into the echoes of time. By engaging with this video, you're not just supporting the channel, you're championing the preservation and exploration of history. Your interaction helps us continue to weave stories from the threads of the past, stories that inspire, awe, and instill pride. So if you're intrigued by the mysteries of history, yearn to understand the roots of civilization, or simply enjoy a good story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Now let's delve deeper into the Dynastic Era. From the Han Dynasty to the Ching Dynasty, China experienced periods of great prosperity and periods of decline. And so we step into the Dynastic Era, a period that stretches for over 2 millennia, filled with epical narratives of human triumph, despair, innovation, and transformation. This era, without a doubt, shaped the China we know today. The Han Dynasty, starting in 206 BC, was the first of this era. It was a golden age of economic, cultural, and technological advancement. Paper was invented during this time, transforming the way information was stored and shared. The Silk Road, a network of trade routes, was established, connecting China with the rest of the world and fostering the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures. These advancements were not just products of their time, but catalysts that propelled China into the future. Next came the Tang Dynasty, another peak in Chinese civilization. The Tang era was one of cosmopolitan culture and political stability, a time when the arts flourished and China's influence spread across Asia. The Tang Dynasty gave us Li Bai and Du Fu, two of the most revered poets in Chinese history. The capital city, Chang'an, was a bustling metropolis, a melting pot of different cultures, a testament to the openness and inclusivity of the Tang era. But no discussion of the Dynastic Era would be complete without the Song Dynasty. The Song era was marked by remarkable advancements in technology, including the invention of movable type printing and the compass. It was a time of great intellectual curiosity and scientific discovery. The Song Dynasty was also known for its vibrant urban life, with cities like Hangzhou setting the standard for urban living in the world. Fast forward to the Ming Dynasty, a period of restored native rule after the Mongol-led Yuan Dynasty. The Ming era was known for its architectural wonders, including the Forbidden City and the restoration of the Great Wall. It was during this time that China became the world's leader in shipbuilding and navigation, with the legendary voyages of Admiral Zheng He reaching as far as Africa. The last of the imperial dynasties, the Qing dynasty, saw both the zenith and nadir of imperial China. The early Qing era brought territories like Taiwan and Tibet under its rule, expanding China's borders to their largest extent. However, the late Qing period was marked by internal rebellions and external pressures, leading to the eventual fall of the imperial system. Each dynasty left its indelible mark on China's long and winding historical tapestry. They contributed to the rich, diverse, and enduring culture that defines Chinese society. They shaped the political, economic, and social structures that have influenced China's path to modernity. They gave us stories of human endeavor, stories that continue to inspire and intrigue us. But the dynasties were not just about emperors and palaces, wars and conquests, or inventions and discoveries. They were about the people, the scholars and poets, the farmers and traders, the artisans and craftsmen, the men and women who lived, loved, and labored in these times. Their hopes and dreams, their struggles and triumphs, their stories are an integral part of the dynastic narrative. The Dynastic Era was a time of great change and development, but all things must come to an end. As we move forward in our journey through China's history, we will see how the fall of the Qing dynasty marked the end of 2,000 years of imperial rule and ushered in a new era of turbulence, transformation, and reinvention. But that's a story for another time. So for now, let's take a moment to appreciate the grandeur of the Dynastic Era, to marvel at the ingenuity and resilience of the people who lived during this time, to understand the complexity and diversity of their experiences. It's a journey that takes us back in time, but it's also a journey that helps us understand the present and anticipate the future. Let's continue this journey together, exploring the past to better understand the present. Thank you for taking this journey in the past with me. To help me to continue to create these videos, could you please like and subscribe, and to get future notification, ring the bell. The sun was setting on the imperial era. The last dynasty, the Qing Dynasty, was facing internal strife and external pressures. As the 18th century rolled into the 19th, the Qing, the last of China's great dynasties, found itself grappling with a changing world. This once mighty empire, which had thrived on a blend of Manchu, Han, Mongol, and Tibetan cultures, began to crumble under the weight of its own complexity. The Qing's internal strife was fueled by a multitude of factors. The bureaucracy had become increasingly corrupt. The empire's vast size made it difficult to govern, and the population was rapidly growing, leading to social unrest and rebellions. One of the most devastating of these was the Taiping Rebellion, a civil war that lasted for 14 years and caused the deaths of millions. Externally, the Qing was under pressure from Western powers who sought to exploit China's vast resources. The Opium Wars with Britain, fought over trade and diplomatic relations, resulted in humiliating defeats for the Qing. These wars exposed the dynasty's weaknesses and marked the beginning of what is often referred to as China's century of humiliation. As the 19th century came to a close, the Qing dynasty was in a state of decay. Reforms were attempted, but it was too little, too late. The dynasty could not keep pace with the changing world. Finally, in 1911, the Wuchang Uprising ignited the fuse that would blow the Qing dynasty apart. The revolutionaries, inspired by the ideas of democracy and nationalism, sought to end the monarchy and establish a republic. Within months, provinces across China declared their independence from the Qing. The end came in early 1912 when the child emperor Puyi abdicated. It marked the end of over 2,000 years of imperial rule. The imperial era was over, and the Republic of China was born. As the last emperor abdicated, a new era dawned on China. A nation steeped in ancient traditions was about to embark on a journey into the modern world. With the fall of the Qing dynasty, China entered the era of the Republic and later the People's Republic. The early 20th century saw the birth of a new China, a China that was no longer under imperial rule. The Republic of China was established in 1912, marking the end of over 2,000 years of dynastic rule. This period is often referred to as the Age of the Chinese Republic, a time when the country was finding its footing amidst a rapidly changing world. The Republic was born out of the Xinhai Revolution, a revolt against the Ching Dynasty, driven by widespread social, political, and economic discontent. The revolution was led by Sun Yat-sen, a man whose vision was to transform China into a modern, democratic state. Under his presidency, the Republic of China was established, marking a new chapter in the nation's history. However, the road to democracy wasn't smooth. The Republic was plagued by warlordism, corruption, and a lack of unified control. This was a period of internal strife and external pressures, a period that saw the country torn apart by civil war. The Civil War, fought between the nationalist Kuomintang and the Communist Party of China, was a struggle for power and control, a struggle that would shape the future of the nation. The war ended with the establishment of the People's Republic of China in 1949, under the leadership of Mao Zedong. The People's Republic marked a shift in ideology from a republic to a socialist state. Mao's vision was to build a socialist society, a society where the means of production were owned by the people. His rule was marked by significant events that would forever change the landscape of China. One of the most notable events under Mao's rule was the Cultural Revolution. Launched in 1966, the Cultural Revolution was Mao's attempt to reassert his control over the Chinese Communist Party and to purge the impure elements of Chinese society. It was a time of social and political upheaval, a time that saw the widespread persecution of intellectuals, the destruction of cultural heritage, and the radical transformation of Chinese society. Following Mao's death in 1976, China entered a period of economic reform under the leadership of Deng Xiaoping. Deng's policies marked a departure from Mao's ideology. His goal was to modernize China's economy, to open it up to the world. His reforms led to the implementation of a socialist market economy, a system that combined elements of socialism and capitalism. These economic reforms brought about significant changes. China's economy grew rapidly, transforming the country into a global economic powerhouse. The standard of living improved for many, and China began to play a more prominent role on the international stage. However, the journey wasn't without its challenges. The transition to a market economy brought about issues of inequality, environmental degradation, and social unrest. The Tiananmen Square protests of 1989, a pro-democracy movement that ended in a violent crackdown by the government, highlighted the tensions between economic liberalization and political control. From a republic to a socialist state, China's journey through the 20th century was marked by upheaval and transformation. The Republic and the People's Republic periods were times of significant change, times that saw the country transition from a dynastic rule to a modern state. Through it all, China's history is a testament to its resilience, its ability to adapt and evolve, its journey towards becoming the nation it is today. Today, China stands as a global powerhouse, a journey that began millennia ago in the fertile plains of the Yellow River. In the 21st century, China has risen to prominence on the world stage, asserting itself as a formidable economic and political power. This rise is not a sudden event, but the culmination of a history that is rich, diverse, and marked by periods of great transformation. China's economy, once agrarian and insular, has now metamorphosed into a dynamic, market-oriented powerhouse. A blend of state control and capitalist dynamism has led to a surge in growth, propelling China to become the second-largest economy in the world. This economic might has translated into an increased influence in global affairs, as China takes on leadership roles in international organizations and initiatives. Yet, the story of China's rise is not solely about economic growth. It's also about the people of China, their tenacity, and their innovative spirit. From the invention of paper and gunpowder in ancient times, to the development of cutting-edge technology in the modern era, the Chinese people have consistently demonstrated a capacity for innovation that has shaped the world. In the realm of politics, China has navigated the currents of change with a steadfastness that is remarkable. The People's Republic of China, established in 1949, has remained intact through the turbulence of the Cold War, the challenges of economic reform, and the pressures of globalization. Its political system, a unique blend of socialism and market economics, continues to evolve and adapt, reflecting the nation's resilience and adaptability. However, China's rise is not without its challenges. Issues such as environmental degradation, income inequality, and human rights have emerged as critical areas of concern. These challenges are not unique to China. They are shared by nations around the world, and they require collective action and global cooperation. China's culture, too, has experienced a renaissance in the 21st century. Chinese literature, cinema, art, and cuisine have gained international recognition, contributing to a vibrant global cultural exchange. The Chinese language, with its unique script and tonal nuances, is being learned by millions around the world, further strengthening China's cultural influence. Looking ahead, the future of China is filled with possibilities. As it continues to evolve and grow, it will undoubtedly face new challenges and opportunities. Yet, if history is any guide, China will navigate these currents with the same resilience and ingenuity that has characterized its journey thus far. This journey through China's history shows us a civilization of immense depth, resilience, and transformation. And as we stand at the cusp of a new era, the lessons of China's past offer valuable insights for the future, not just for China, but for the world at large. Thank you for taking this journey in the past with me. As we've traveled from the dawn of civilization through the age of warring states, and from the first emperor's reign to the present day, we've seen how the rich tapestry of China's history has been woven. If you're as captivated by these stories as I am, I invite you to become an active part of this exploration. By liking and subscribing, you're not just supporting the creation of these videos, but you're also ensuring that you won't miss out on future adventures into the past. So go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notifications for our upcoming journeys. And if you know someone else who's intrigued by history, why not share this video with them? Let's continue to unravel the mysteries of our world together. Remember, history is a journey, and every journey begins with a single step.